Hi, everybody, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday, the 4th of November 2018. It's a pleasure to be with you today, as always. I'm using the Hermetic Tarot, which is a very mysterious and very occult-looking deck, which Erin gifted to me, so thanks again, Erin. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to know for today and what's going on. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, that's a good sign. The 8 of Wands, news, and the 9 of Wands. That's interesting. Yesterday we also had two things that follow each other. We had the Empress and the Emperor. And you could say this is due to my shuffling, but it isn't, because I have shuffled these cards properly. And what's interesting is that we've got things that it was exactly the same yesterday. It's an action or something that starts within yourself that then leads on and has a knock-on effect as far as the day is concerned, as far as the day is going to go. All right? So the Wheel of Fortune is transition, it's good luck, it's things moving and changing and turning around for the better. Lord of the forces of life. And the Lord of the forces of life is saying, go forth and multiply and be merry and be joyful and keep going. And I'm overseeing this whole process hermetically, occultishly. And you just go live your life and be happy. So if you go with the flow, literally, and you go with the forces of life and you allow change to come in. And if someone suggests you do something new that you've never experienced, instead of automatically saying, no, I don't like that, try it. The big joke here in the UK is always that people go on holiday to Spain, and then all they'll eat is fish and chips, or they say things like, I only eat things that I can pronounce, like total ignorance, like to any other culture than your own. So be willing to embrace change today. Seriously, that's really going to lead to news coming in. The 8 of Wands is usually a sign that news are coming in very quickly. It's usually 8 Wands kind of shimmying into the picture that way. Here it looks a little bit more complicated. We've got these wands being held by different clouds, and they're obviously in conflict with each other. Each one is an eye that represents an ideology or perception of the world. They're the Lord of Swiftness. Well, is he swift? He's getting a little bit bogged down here in the middle of all of this. We've got Mercury, the communication planet, Sagittarius, which is the centaur, about moving ahead. And I'm not sure, but I think Mercury might actually be in Sagittarius at the moment. I'm not sure. But the vibe with Mercury and Sagittarius is don't look at the details, just move forward, move ahead, keep going, live your passion, and receive and give information and get things moving ahead. And if information is what it takes to get this boat rowing, then that's what you're going to do. All right? So there's going to be a huge sense of, okay, we got lots of stuff to do today. Let's go with it. It's going to feel really busy, strange for a Sunday. Finally, we have the Lord of Great Strength. And that's just nice because it says that, all this commotion that's going on, all this information that's being exchanged, which, may make you want to regress and hide. Like if you hear something horrible that people have been gossiping about you, you may just want to say, okay, thanks for the party. I'm going home now and I'm going to go hide in my room. That's not what the Lord of the forces of life wants you to do. He wants you to embrace your life. We've got Jupiter down here, the lucky planet, and that's perfectly balanced. So as far as you're concerned, the universe is always biased in your favor, and balance, as far as your life is concerned, is when there's good luck in it. Okay? So the universe does want you to succeed. go with the flow. The two biggest tools at your disposal today are these daggers, which means that you can think for yourself, you can protect yourself, and you can also move swiftly. Daggers are short weapons, aren't they? So, not that I know anything about weapons. They're certainly easier to swing than a great sword, okay? So it's about swiftness and embracing life and enjoying the day and having fun and, yeah. Throwing a surprise party would be the ideal thing today because no one would expect it, and it would totally go with this chaotic vibe, and it would really ensure that other people are on board for things that are uncertain or surprises. Yeah, because we've got the Lord of Great Strength here, which is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is usually a young kid with a bandage on his head, and he's got these 9 wands behind him. So it means the worst is behind him. In this case, yikes. I mean, we've got these snakes here. I wouldn't want to mess with those. Then we've got these other wands creating suns. So huge identities. Then these dead crow heads. So death has been conquered. Yikes. A lack of direction has been conquered as well. Again, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a huge, huge influence today. It's about galloping forward. The centaur in astrology, which is what Sagittarius is, half horse, half man. He's got a bow and arrow, and he's always pointing that bow and arrow in a direction. He's always galloping towards some goal. He's not just galloping off into the ocean. Like, he has a mission. Okay, he's got a plan. So we got Sag there, we got Sagittarius there, swiftness, but then we've got Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, saying, if you move today, and if you are swift, and if you take the information that comes, whether it's good or bad, you'll be able to handle it, you'll be able to take it, you'll be able to progress with your life, and move forward in a fabulous way, because you can take it, you're as sharp as a dagger, in terms of your thinking and in terms of your decision-making process. And when it comes to information and dividing the good stuff from the bad stuff, you're the king, you are the lord of life, of your life, and you say, this perspective doesn't really appeal to me. I don't like this dictator kind of mentality, so bye-bye that. I don't like this so much either. This worldview seems the best to me, so this is what I'm going to go with. Or I just made that very abstract. It could also be, we could go to this restaurant, or we could go to see a stately home, or we could go to Disneyland. You know, it's about really quickly making a decision, being able to do that, seeing it through, and really having a great time and having a fun day that makes you feel lucky, empowered, and that makes you feel grateful that you are here on earth for another day. Some days don't make us feel that. Some days make us feel like, God, I wish I'd never woken up this morning, you know? And this is not going to be one of those days. This is going to be a day where you're going to be happy, and other people are going to be around you, and you're going to be doing stuff, and you'll feel energized, and you'll feel motivated to explore new and unseen things in your life that you've never tried or tasted. So it's all about having new experiences and really just having the open-mindedness and willingness to have those new experiences. Like for my sister, she was here in England when she came in December, and she was here for a couple of months. She took the kids to this climbing in the trees thing, and I went along, and I mean, I'm not the most sporty person. I mean, swimming I used to enjoy, but so I'm like, okay, let's do it, because if my sister can do it and the kids can all do it, then I thought, you know, I can do it. So we start climbing these trees, and we've got harnesses and these zip slides, and oh my God, like the kids, it was so funny. They started watching me because they could see my mood getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And my poor sister, she was so perplexed, like, what's the problem? Like, what's not to like? So, you know, even if it wasn't the worst, it wasn't the best experience of my life, but it gave the kids something to laugh at, certainly at their grumpy uncle, who is totally unwilling to, like, slide around the trees and stuff. And you know, there you go. It was a fun day. I look back on that fondly, even though the activity itself wasn't something I enjoyed. But it was the communication and it was the sense of community that we had as a family that day that really made me feel good. So that this is a similar kind of day. So not just because you don't enjoy it doesn't mean everyone else is of the same opinion, and maybe you could go along for the ride even if it's not your favorite thing, just to do it for someone else, to be kind. You have the strength to survive this, okay? Okay, 10 and 9 is 19, and 8 is 27, and 2 and 7 is 9, and 9 is spirituality and completion. So you're always on this wheel, but like I said, you realize maybe today, or you realized it years ago, or you're not ready to hear it now, you will realize it at some point. You're always in the grid of the creator, the universe, and you're always cheating because Jupiter is always on your side and everything turns around in your favor. So make sure you maintain a constructive and positive frame of mind, and that you do your bit and you put the positive energy in, and you will get the positive energy back. And you'll have a fabulous day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. In my personal readings, I use tarot, astrology, and numerology. I combine all three divination systems. And in the astrology, that's the king of the divination systems as far as I'm concerned. It's a blueprint of your soul. It shows me what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, where you've been in past lifetimes, what's destined for you in money and romance, health, travel, moving, spiritual progress, personal development. Any questions you may have, I can answer. So if you're interested, then just over to the website. I'm starting to study now. GregoryScott.com. Click on the readings tab and just order it. If you like my videos, then please subscribe. And I also come on live sometimes and I pull tarot cards for people to answer their questions. So as via mini free reading. So if you want to be notified when I'm live, then make sure the bell is on as well. Have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you tomorrow.